bottles make it rain. Hot bottles make it rain. Hot bottles make it rain. Hot bottles.
Waiter! Por favor. How do you say banana daiquiri?
Banana daiquiri.
That's it.
Uno banana daiquiri.
Hello again, Spirit Sippers and Rum Rippers. 1-1 here again, and today we got a brand new one. Today we're going to be talking about the 12-year Dictador.
Sound good? Yes, sir!
Oh, the Dictador 12-year-old is a Colombian rum. I believe there's rums from 8 to 14 years old in here, so the average is 12. I don't know if it's exactly 12. I think there might be some younger rums in here. But it is a Colombia rum. It is 40% ABV, 80 proof. Doesn't want to come out of the box. Oh, that's kind of different. Never seen that before. Check it out. Even comes with its own little holder. Maybe that's why it was so hard to get out. Look at that. It's got its own little platform to sit on. Oh man, a viewer told me about this a long time ago. He said I should check this one out. He said it's a good one, so I saw it on the shelf and said it's about time. 12-year-old Dictador. That is kind of cool. Oh, it's got its own little platform for up on the shelf. That is kind of tight. Never seen that before. Ah, nice easy off. We like that. Decent little pop. 2 for 2. Let's get it in a glass. Ooh, that is dark. Oh, I don't know about chill filtered. This is a Solera blend. I'm not sure if they add color. I'm sure they do add probably some sugar to this. I don't see where it says it doesn't, so I would guess that it does. But the 12-year ultra premium blend. So yeah, finished in Colombia, made for the old dictator that was there. Somebody famous. We don't know. We don't get into all that. We're just here for the taste test. I almost got to put it back in here. That's cool. I don't know why, but I like that. Oh man. Woo! That smells lovely, but you know how we do. It's 12 years old, so we're going to let it sit in the glass for about 10-12 minutes, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Waiting, sweetheart, just waiting for you.
Alright, 12 minutes is up, and I am super excited to taste this one. I know I'm always excited to taste this one. Oh my goodness. Wow. I got a little bit of a nose of this right before I left. Like, you just can't help yourself. You got to dip in there, but man, this is like just a super dark, rich honey and brown sugar note. I mean, like, just almost like steeping just the sweetest, darkest, richest honey with just a dash of brown sugar in there. This smells so sweet. Oh man, honey, and there's just this dark note on that top of it. It's not licorice. It's almost, oh man, it is a deep, dark brown sugar, maybe even treacle. But there's almost, I mean, it's not quite a leather note, but it's almost dipping in that direction. I mean, it is just this deep, dark savoriness. Oh, but the sweet, I mean, this smells so good. Wow. This may be the best smelling rum I've ever smelled.
Say what?
I mean, this is amazing. It just has this deep, dark richness to it. Oh man, I'm excited. Let's taste this one. Cheers. Wow. It's got a long finish. It's going. I mean, it's still going. This is just sweet and smooth and just buttery, and that honey and just almost a chocolate note. It's almost what that deep, dark richness is. It's almost like a deep, dark, like a dark chocolate. And I don't usually like dark chocolate because it's bitter, but this has this sweetness to it. So, I mean, it's not milk chocolate, but it's almost like dark chocolate that's sweet, not bitter. And it is just savory. And it goes down so smooth and so easy. I mean, God, it's almost like, you ever had a Yoo-hoo? I mean, it's almost like that chocolate. It's crazy. But it goes down a little too smooth. Like, you can tell this is only 40%. If this could beef it up to like 100 proof, 50%, even 46, like bring this up just to 46%. Give me a 92 proof on this, and it might be one of the most amazing rums on the planet. Because it's already got probably the best nose I've ever had. And this, I mean, the taste is just smooth, easy, simple, sweet, rich, I mean, chocolatey, buttery, just this most savory honey taste. I mean, it's just licking my lips and on my tongue, like it just has a savory honey taste. Wow, I'm sorry I can't remember the viewer that told me I should try this, but thank you to whoever you were, because this is delicious. I mean, it was just kind of sitting there. I walked into T-Dubs, and there's only basically one like this showing on the shelf, and then there was one box, this one. I was like, I remember somebody telling me that I should try it out, and I was sitting there going back and forth, and yeah, I'm going to end up getting them all in the long run, but yeah, I ended up picking up this one, and I am really glad I did, because this is delicious. And that nose, oh, just the most savory honey chocolate brown sugar like candy thing you'd ever taste. There has to be added sugar to this. That's kind of a bummer, but man, whatever they added, this is nice. I mean, this is almost leaning into bamboo territory. Like, this is almost like dessert in a glass. It's not quite there, but I tell you, it is just a hair underneath it. This is that sweet. Which, I mean, it could be a little bit much, but I don't know, just that leather note, it's like bamboo it gets too sweet right out of the gate. Like, it's like one and done. But this one, I can almost see having a few glasses of. This is just smooth. The other thing I noticed right out of the gate, which is crazy because it's like sweet and just smooth and silky and literally like just as sweet as this is, it actually has like a Scotch note. There's just a little bit of a Scotch note that comes through with it. So it's like almost a mixture between rum and Scotch. Yeah, maybe almost like an Armagnac. I haven't had that, but what I've heard about it, it almost seems like that's kind of direction this is leaning in. But yeah, the first thing out of the gate, when I first tasted it, like right over the lips, it had like a Scotch note to it. Almost like if you ever had the Glenmorangie Signet. I finally had a pour of that in a bar when we were in Vegas, and it almost kind of leans in that direction. And I'm telling you, still just licking your lips and on your tongue, there's just that sweet, savory, chocolatey, almost a bit of a leather note on there. Like, this is really good. Let's put a little drop of water on it and see what happens. Just put a little drop in there and see how it holds up, see if it can crack open any oils, open up any flavors. But man, I'll tell you what, at 40 proof, this doesn't need any water. It is just, it's right there on the floor anyway. And like I said, with all those flavors coming through, I mean, I just can't even imagine if this was at 46, whoo, it would be heaven sent. This is really good. Oh, for all my rum rippers out there, you're going to want to check this one out. This one's nice. I believe I got this one for $51.99. Of course, we live up here in Washington, so there's millions in dollars in tax. But yeah, $51.99, I believe this was the price. I think we had some special. I don't know if it was part of the 20% off, but I think we got an extra $2 off for some reason. So it was $41.99, and then of course with tax, I'm sure it was up into the 60s or whatever. We bought a bunch of other stuff, so I'm not quite sure. But yeah, the actual price on this was $51.99 up here, and man, I'll tell you what, I don't know why. I mean, I bought it because a viewer told me it was good, but I still just for some reason was not expecting that much. And, not expecting much. This is so overperforming right now. It's unbelievable. Oh, man. Kind of took away, the water took away that leather note. Now it's just the honey and brown sugar, just the sweetness. And maybe like a caramelized, like a caramelized sauce that you put over like a banana Foster type situation, because it's almost leaning, like I said, in that bamboo direction, which is kind of that dessert in a glass banana Foster direction. And that's kind of where this is going. So it kind of tamped down that leather note I was getting, and now it's just all sweetness with the water. Let's see how it tastes. Prost. Smooth, simple, still really sweet, but actually with the water on it, it actually gave it a little kick, kind of like a little cinnamon nip on the back end there. The water actually did crack open a little bit of a spice note there. which there's nothing wrong with that. That's really nice because it's already so sweet. Like with that little spice note on it, it kind of perks it up a little bit and takes away some of that sweetness and adds a little bit of savoriness. Kind of balances it out a little bit. That is nice. I really like this rum. This is good. Oh man, let's do the last one and put it over some ice and see how it holds up. Just leave it in its little thing. Yeah, I guess so. That's in there. That's not going anywhere. The one little knock I would have to give on this is I'm not the biggest fan of these black bottles because you can never tell where the level is in them. So you never know how much juice is left. And in this little stout one, it's going to be really hard to tell. But yeah, other than that, boy, this is all thumbs up. I wish maybe not so much sugar was added, but I mean, you know, a lot of the rum folks out there are going to be mixing it, making drinks, and they like that extra sweetness. So can't be too mad at that. That's just part of rum. And like I said, it's right to the level, but it's not overdone. Like it just stayed on this side of the line because this is nice. Boy, it flattened out and man, almost kind of like a unripe banana. Usually it's like you get that overripe banana nose. This is like an unripe banana. Like it's sweet, but not quite. Like it's not overly sweet. Maybe like some peaches. And then like the spices kind of kick in. There's almost like there's like a little bit of a sour note coming off the back of that. What is that? Almost like an overripe grapefruit or oh, what is that? Yeah, almost like a sour lemon nose, but not quite that. It's not quite sauerkraut, but there's like a sour bitter note on there on the ice. I don't want too much to melt. Let's see how it tastes. Skull. Wow. Brought out those barrel notes, brought out a little bit of saltiness. Again, a little bit of that sour lemon, salt, and barrel notes. A little bit more of the funk and sourness on the ice. Just like a lemon tartness. But man, I mean, it's not bad, and some people are going to really, really enjoy that flavor. I was ready to say that just drink this neat because it's so amazing, but I almost might like it with a little drop of water because it brings out that savory and just a tiny little bit of that bitter note. Yeah, man, this is, boy, I'll tell you what, the Dictador 12, I'm a big fan. Double thumbs up. Scale of 1 to 10, boy, this one's gonna be up there. I really like this. I gotta tell you, first impressions, I just really wish, like, I wish there's no sugar added. Ah, we got sirens going out there. I wonder if you can hear that. I wonder if it's coming through. But I wish there wasn't quite so much sugar added. Kept it a little more natural. All right, now that the sirens have passed. Oh man, this one, like I said, I wish there wasn't quite so much sugar added, or maybe just a little less sugar. I wish it was 46. I mean, if they'd have brought this up at 46%, this would be amazing. But as it is, it's just under amazing. It is absolutely delicious though, and I think I gotta give this a good solid 8.9. I mean, this would be up in the 9s if it just had a little more oomph to it and maybe a little more natural, unchill filtered and not so much sugar added. Again, I'm sorry I can't remember the person who suggested this, but man, absolutely phenomenal. So that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. And until we see you next time, goodbye.